In this Siteground review, I'm going to show you everything that you need to know about Siteground before deciding if they're the right hosting provider for you. I will provide you with a comprehensive and honest review where I will break down the pricing structure and show you how to get the best deal currently available. Next, I will guide you through the entire sign-up process and judge how easy their platform is to use. I will then grade their performance based on page load speed and uptime from Siteground's Go Geek plan that I bought. And lastly, I will provide you with the pros and cons and my honest recommendations on if or who should buy Siteground. At the end of this video, I will give you a very special offer if you decide to pick up Siteground through my link below. I will give you my 6-figure blogger course for free. In this course, I show you how to set up your WordPress website the right way, how to adjust and tweak settings for optimal website performance, and how to start driving traffic and make money from your site. Now let's get straight into this review. Pricing options. Click on the link in the description or type this into your browser. This will bring you to my personal discount page on Siteground, where you will get their current best deal available. Full transparency, this is an affiliate link. I will receive a small commission while you get a special discount and my 6-figure blogger course for free, so it can be a win-win situation for the both of us. Plus, I appreciate you helping out my channel, and I thank you for that. I will be comparing their shared hosting plan in this review, as that is what most people are looking for. Although Siteground also offers other higher end hosting solutions like their managed cloud hosting plans, so you know that they are capable of supporting you when you are ready for an upgrade. There are 3 shared hosting plans that Siteground offers, with the startup tier currently costing $6.99 per month. You are limited to just one website and 10 gigabytes of web space, which seems quite expensive to me, considering it was about half this price early in the year before their new pricing model was released. If you require more than one website, then you need to look at the next 2 tiers, which can provide you with unlimited websites. These are called Grow Big and Grow Geek plans, which will cost you $9.99 and $14.99, which is more reasonable and comparable to other hosting providers. I no longer consider Siteground as a budget hosting provider. However, I do believe they are still one of the very best in terms of performance, and I still have my own personal account with them. I will explain to you who I believe Siteground is suitable for later on in the video, so stick around for that. Apart from the standard increase in web space and website visits, the main difference that sets these 2 plans apart from their startup plan, and honestly, many of the other hosting providers, is their speed optimizer plugin called SG Optimizer. On the startup plan, you only get the first level of caching, which is the static caching. But on their Grow Big and Grow Geek plans, you get all 3 levels, which also includes dynamic and memcache. So I'm going to go all out and get their Go Geek plan. Now with their domain names, I really don't recommend that you buy your domain name with Siteground or any other hosting provider, as they always charge you $15 to $20 per year for just the domain name, and then they will add on another $10 to $15 for domain privacy. So that means overall you're going to have to fork out up to $30 per year for a domain name. Other reviewers don't tell you about this disadvantage because they're afraid they're going to lose the sale. But I just wanted to be upfront and honest with you and provide you with the full knowledge to make an informed decision. Now, what I recommend you do instead is to buy all your domain names from Namecheap.com. I use them myself for all my domain names and they have been great. So the main advantage you can see over here is if you buy your domain name from Namecheap, you will get the Whois Guard, which is the privacy protection, for free, and all that for under $10. I've also got a link and tutorial video for you if you're interested in purchasing your domain name through Namecheap. However, if you don't care about the price and you think you're going to stay with Siteground for the long term, then by all means pick a domain name from Siteground. Now fill out all your private information and we come down to this section. Now we need to choose the data center locations. Siteground has 6 locations for you to choose from. I always recommend you choose the location which is closest to most of your customers. So for example, if you have a local business in Australia or New Zealand, then I would choose Australia as my location. But if your customers are worldwide, then I would definitely want to choose the United States. Siteground also comes with very flexible monthly, 12-month, 24-month and 36-month plans. All their plans used to cost the same on their previous pricing structures, so it didn't matter how long you choose, you would always get the same monthly price. But now, their cheapest plan is the 12-month plan, so they are not incentivizing you to buy 3 years like everyone else does. They want you to buy for only 12 months and then renew at this massive increase of $39.99 per month. I really don't like this new strategy of Siteground, and I just think it's a bad business model. It just doesn't make sense why their 24-month plan and their 36-month plan would cost more per month than their 12-month plan. Anyway, I would just pick their 12-month plan, and for the next part is the SG site scanner. This one I would definitely recommend you not buying it, as it is not necessary. So if you're happy with everything, just confirm and click pay now. The overall pricing score I would give Siteground is only a 5 out of 10. Siteground used to be slightly more expensive than other hosting providers, but they made up for it with their performance and speed. But now with the new price hike, I really don't think their price is great at all, and I can't give them a better score than this. So if you're someone who only needs one website or is just a beginner starting out, I would 100% not recommend Siteground at this price for you. I have a better recommendation which I will share with you later on in the video. If you're someone with a budget and just want the best of the best, then Siteground may still be the best option for you. So just stick around for the next part of the review. After purchase setup and ease of use. Last year, Siteground did a complete overhaul of their systems and moved away from cPanel to their own custom solution, which I really love. It is so intuitive and easy to navigate, so I will now show you by doing a quick install of my WordPress website. So you can see how easy and quick this actually is, right? Now let me show you how easy it is to install your SSL certificate and Cloudflare compared to your typical way of doing it on cPanel. So you just go to security, click on SSL manager, select your SSL and click get. It's literally a one-click install. It's that easy. Literally I've only clicked 1 or 2 buttons and it's done. And now once your SSL certificate has been installed, then you just go to actions and enforce HTTPS, click on that button and we're done. And you can easily check this by navigating to WordPress, install and manage, scroll to the bottom, click on this login to admin panel. And now we can see that our website has a lock on it and the certificate is valid. So hopefully this shows you how easy it is to navigate through Siteground's dashboard. And I'll also show you how easy Cloudflare is to install over cPanel in the next section. Overall, I would score Siteground a perfect 10 out of 10 for setup and ease of use. I really can't fault them with anything in this section. I think all users, especially beginners, would love how clean their new interface is and just how easy it is to navigate and do things to your website. I'm very impressed. Speed and uptime performance tests. After I've installed the basic WordPress site, I went ahead and tested out the speed of the bare bones website using GT metrics. The result is 1.1 seconds. This is super fast and is showing great promise considering I have not optimized the website at all yet. So now I will take it a step further and add some design elements to it to increase the page size, and the speed will be a bit slower. But don't worry if you're overwhelmed looking at this, my course that I will provide you for supporting the channel will guide you through this step by step. I'm also going to configure optimum settings for the SG Optimizer plugin by turning on static, dynamic and memcache. I will also install Cloudflare and the free short pixel image optimizer plugin. This will make it more comparable to what you would normally do in real life. The speed is now 1.9 seconds, as it's way under Google's recommendation of 3 seconds. And is close to being the fastest out of all shared hosting platforms that I've tested. So their SG Optimizer plugin seems to be living up to their expectations so far. Lastly, I wanted to test out their Grow Big and Go Geek plans and see how fast their premium plan really is, and if it's faster than just installing a free speed optimizer plugins. So now I'm going to deactivate SG Optimizer and replace it with the free plugin called WP Fastest Cache. Now let's see what the load speed will be. The new speed is now 2.7 seconds, which is 0.8 seconds slower. So I would say there is enough of a difference here for their Grow Big and Go Geek plans to be worth that extra money, but only when you have enough traffic coming in, of course. At the beginning, I wouldn't worry about it and I'd just stick to their startup plan. Now moving on to Uptime. I have been monitoring the stability and performance of Siteground with Uptime Robot and can report that their uptime for the last 30 days is 100%. That's right, their downtime was 0 minutes. In fact, the last time my site was down with Siteground was around 90 days ago, which was amazing. You really can't beat that. Overall, I would rate Siteground's speed and performance a 9 out of 10, as you can't really fault them here on anything, and their speed is lightning fast and is one of the best I have tested for shared hosting. Here's a quick question for you. What is your page load speed and who is your current hosting provider? Let me know in the comments section below. Support. Siteground has a few different options for you to contact them by. Whether you want to call, email, or live chat them, they are available 24/7 to help you out. Their customer service team is regarded by many people as the best in the industry, so I will test them out by asking them these 3 different questions on live chat. First, I will tell them that I have been infected by a virus on my website and ask for their help. Second, I ask them a quick question about their SG Optimizer plugin and which plan I need to purchase to get this. But one trick I have on this question is I choose the wrong question category. And the third question is I ask them if they could do me a favor and install the SSL certificate and Cloudflare for me, as I am a complete newbie and I have no idea how to do it. And here are the results. For question 1, they were willing to help straight away and scan the website for me to check for the virus. However, they were not willing to remove the virus for me if any were found. It's not ideal, but at least they were willing to find the virus for me and list them out. And then all I have to do was to go one by one into the files and delete them. For the second question, they were able to resolve my query in about 5 minutes, and that includes the wait time. So that's not bad at all. And for my last question, Siteground did not hesitate to install my SSL certificate and Cloudflare. They immediately did that for me and I didn't have to click a single button on my mouse. I was really impressed by their response for that. With regards to the response time, I contacted them at 3 different times of the day to make sure I get an overall average and not just a biased fast response time during their off-peak hours. So their 3 response times were 30 seconds, 10 seconds, and 3 minutes and 15 seconds. So that averages out to be around 1 minute and 20 seconds of wait time, which is definitely the fastest I've tested out of all companies so far. So overall, I would say their support was great and I would score them a 9 out of 10. Their support team was friendly and willing to help immediately without having to ask twice, and their response time is the best I have ever had from any online service, including those outside of the web hosting world. I just took 1 mark off because they did not actually help with the removal part of the virus scan, and that was it. Are you enjoying the level of detail I'm providing you in this review? If so, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future videos that I release every single week. Cons. So let me first start off with the cons. I only had 1 con for Siteground, and that is their price. Siteground used to be competitive with their pricing compared to their main competitors. It was always a little bit more expensive, but you can see from the above tests that I have done, they were always pretty much the best in terms of features and performance. But since they increased their price a few months ago, they are just not comparable anymore for their shared hosting plan, and their renewal prices have also gone through the roof. Pros. The first pro that stands out to me is Siteground's speed and performance. They have one of the fastest website speed out of any hosting provider I tested. And not to mention, the 90 days straight of no downtime just can't be beaten by anyone else. The second pro is their customer support. I think they are also the best in the industry. They are by far the most responsive at all times of the day and are always proactive to help you out and not just guide you with articles to read and then make you fix things yourself. The next big pro is their intuitive back-end system, which I believe is much easier to navigate and use than cPanel. This may not be a big deal for someone who has been building websites for a while, but it is a big plus for beginners just starting out. This is the quick note regarding my special offer to you. If you decide to pick up Siteground through my link, simply just send me your full receipt and name to bonus@dotcomdollar.com and I'll send you access to my bonus course right away. It's that simple. Overall, I have given Siteground an average score of 8.5 out of 10. They really are the best in terms of performance and speed. So this is my recommendation for you. If you are just after the best and fastest hosting provider with A+ support team and you have money to spend, then I would 100% recommend Siteground to you. I have my GoGeek hosting plan currently with them too, and I love it. However, if you are a beginner who's just starting out and have a tighter budget, then I would not recommend Siteground for you. There are much cheaper options out there for you to choose from. Now, if you think Siteground is not right for you, then I definitely recommend you check out this hosting alternative. Or if you're happy with Siteground but need help installing your WordPress website on the platform, then check out this video. Okay, that's it. I'll see you over there.